Wednesday. It's another Wednesday night, and I'd like to take this time to chat once again. Last week, it looks like some people have viewed the video, so I hope to have more people view. Um, it's not my life though. I mean, like, I know that some people are really like die-hard YouTubers where they're always like recording like every single second of their lives, and they're making sure that everything's just right. They got their hair done, and they got all the scripts or whatever their subject matter or stuff like that ready. And because that's how they make money. Um, I'm not. I'm just a student. I don't know. I want to commit to this. I would like to make this a little bit more regular of a thing, but um, I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna go, anyways. Um, so this morning I read an article. It was about childhood obesity, and I, for one, have experienced it quite heavily. It was both a matter of habit, environment, and it was also of choice. It was also of a type of commitment, and also it was a kind of it's partially genetic. I'm gonna say that, and you know, when I was really young, if you haven't seen my body transformation video yet, you really should, just so you can understand where I'm coming from. That video doesn't explain everything, but it does get the gist of my life in terms of health, physical health. Today I just looked at some pictures of myself from a few years ago, and I was like, oh yeah, it was really, really big. The article that I read, though, was posing an argument. It was asking whether or not parents um, should have their children taken away if the children are, I forgot what the exact word was. I think it was like extremely obese, something like that. Anyways, I didn't even know that word existed. I thought it was just morbidly obese, and that was it. I didn't know that they have another sense of it called extreme obese. What's next? It's gonna be like magnum obese or something like that. I don't know. Anyways, so I think that that's pretty messed up of a thing, um, because in my experience, and I'm not gonna say that I'm the rule or anything like that. I'm not gonna say that I'm the great exception to the rule. I'm just gonna say this from my standpoint, though, is that my mom, she did try. My doctor kept on telling me, you weigh twice as. I mean, like, after a certain point, she told me, you weigh twice the weight that you're supposed to be at this height and at this age. And so my doctor was always like, yeah, you should try to eat fruits, you should try to eat more vegetables, don't eat, the typical stuff, don't eat fast food, don't eat fried food, don't eat snacks, like chips and cookies and stuff like that, candies, anything like that. I remember my mom would control a little bit of what I ate and stuff like that, but after a certain point, she a lot of the stuff that she did, like, that was all she could do. I mean, like, sorry, I don't know if you like this or not, but you can't go to somebody and get him on like a bicycle machine and move his legs for him and make his exercise. I don't know if that made any sense at all. Anyways, you can't exercise somebody else. He has to exercise himself. There's no way that you can make a person change. He has to change for himself, and that's what I did. One of the coolest things that my mom did was she got me a PlayStation 2, and this was a long time ago. This was before like Xbox 360 and all that stuff. And I got DDR, Dance Dance Revolution. I like that game. I haven't played it in so long. I don't think I would be any good at it at all anymore. I don't know. I might still have it because I'm good with something like that. But anyways, I would do that like like, at first it was like, okay, I would do it like once or twice a week, and I started doing it more often, and I started getting like really hyped up about it. Like, I would start doing because it has little settings where you can go like, okay, you can do 1,000 calories a day or stuff like that. So I started to try to get it up to where I was doing 2,000 calories a day. Anyway, so I always did that a lot more, and that's really how I started on my weight loss journey. It was Dance Dance Revolution. but that was a choice that I made, and it wasn't necessarily something that my mom made for me. Um, I guess the thing that she really could have done was to put me in a fat camp. It would have been different. Um, and that, I guess, could be something where she made the decision for me. But no, in our reality, my mom, she did what she could, and um, she didn't force me. She wasn't like, oh, well, you're not gonna be able to do this if you don't exercise or stuff like that. You know, it's just more like, you need to do this. Um, and it wasn't like super frequently either. It wasn't like she was beating me on the head every day, going like, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this. Anyways, so my answer to the question is that no, it's not the parents' fault. It can be partially the parents' fault, but after a certain point, it is the child's fault. The like there's so much you can do. You can just go walking. You can go outside walking. The government really shouldn't take away the children from their parents just because of their obesity, because the children do have the option of working out. But you can do the workouts yourself at home. There's like all of these bodyweight exercises, you know. Just do jumping jacks. Jumping jacks. That's my mom asked for like a program to help her lose weight. I was like, okay, so we're gonna do like 30 jumping jacks right now, and then you're gonna do something else, and then you're gonna go back to do 30 jumping jacks. We do a 15-minute workout, and she's already losing a substantial amount of weight. So I don't understand why other people can't just do that. You need to get up off of your chair. You need to start just moving around. Learn how to cook. Despite what they say about healthy food, there's still like vegetables out there that are, you know, they're a little bit cheaper. Like go to Walmart. Even if it's not organic, you're not gonna die just by eating one asparagus that's from Mexico, grown with pesticides, as opposed to the one grown in Peru that you can see like in the garden side or whatever without any um, any hormones or stuff like that. Um, you know, like look at the people today. I mean, like people aren't dying just from eating one piece of broccoli that wasn't organically grown, or from a chicken that wasn't cage free, like that wasn't free. So and those are the cheaper options, frankly. I'm gonna go and marinate some chicken because I want to make one of my favorite dishes that I haven't made for almost a year now. The question now goes to the audience. Should parents lose custody of their children if the children are obese or extremely obese, as it says in the article? Should they or should they not? Um, and I'm not going to make this a fancy question where you go like explain why. You can if you want to, but you don't have to. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next week. Bye.